Good evening and welcome to Friday Night Football at Ingalls Field in Ripon. We are delighted that you have chosen to join us on youtube.com/Ripon channel as the Ripon Tigers will host the Mauston Golden Eagles here tonight. And in addition to that, it is homecoming 2024 for the Ripon Tigers. I'm Lynn Krause, along with my longtime broadcasting partner and good buddy, Martin Ernzer. And Marty, tonight, Mauston comes into the season overall 2-4, 2-2 in the conference. Tigers 0-6, 0-4 in the conference. But as you look at statistics with both of these teams, you know, Ripon matches up very well with Mauston, and Ripon has a real opportunity here on homecoming to get their first victory of the season.
Man, you're winless. You're a football player. It's got to be beating you down. You're looking for opportunities. You're looking for reasons to believe that you can turn the corner and get a W in that column. And homecoming, the opponent, while it's going to be challenging, they have the opportunity. I think they believe with the guys like Mr. Stellmacher, number 23 for the Ripon Tigers, they have opportunities to exploit Mauston and get some points on the board and see if they can do some damage.
Yeah, I agree. Now, Mauston, on the season, their two wins were over Wautoma, 34-23, and then last week defeated Adams Friendship by a score of 38-26. You mentioned Parker Stellmacher. He's having a good season on the ground, averaging about 106 yards rushing per game. And we've seen spurts where he's breaking out, and let's hope tonight is the night that he can do that, because as we talked off air, Marty, Ripon does not have a rushing touchdown this season.
I never, until you told me that before we went on the air, I'm thinking, what? Yeah. That if there's if there's a goal going into the contest, you're sitting in the locker room with the coaching staff, and they say to their players, guys, we don't have a rushing touchdown, and we're getting into the latter third of our season. Let's put it together tonight. What better way to do it than at homecoming?
Now the Golden Eagles, Marty, while their record has generally been around 500, the last, let's say, handful of seasons, this is still a program that has been in the WIAA playoffs 9 consecutive seasons and searching for a victory tonight to continue that tradition and hopefully make it 10 seasons in a row.
Wow. So they're obviously playing for something, and that's an impressive record. We don't know how they've done in that first or second round of playoffs, level 1 or 2, but the idea that you're there, much like Wisconsin Dells, we talked about, a program that has made 3 or 4 consecutive years of making it into the playoffs, and that's the goal. Before there was WIAA playoffs, Lynn, it was all about winning the conference championship. Now you actually get a second life, if you will, because of the playoff situation, and you don't have to be perfect to get into it. And that's what Mauston's playing for, while Ripon is looking for a win.
Mm-hmm, right. Now, Mauston does a little of both of passing and running. Now, Mauston's leading rusher, a student by the name of Hayden Gillen, 600 yards. So he's averaging 100 yards a game as well. Mm-hmm. So that's where we see a lot of balance. Now, the quarterback for Mauston,
Tyler Link,
senior by the name of Tyler Link. He does throw a little bit more than Ripon does, and averages about 50 yards a game. So
just enough to get the defense to type have that they have to respect that as the threat.
Yeah. And also, Marty, we can't forget it's a 50-year reunion for you here.
Yeah, well, and I left Ripon after my sophomore year, going into that summer of '72, finished my high school in Colorado Springs. But I grew up with everybody that's going through their 50th reunion this weekend, and what a start we have. It started with golf this morning, golf tomorrow, breakfast at Christina's this morning with a bunch of them, and just great people to see. Haven't done it. Anybody that's gone to a high school reunion, you see friends you haven't seen for many, many years, and we got people coming from all over the country I talked to already. Maryland, Colorado, Carolinas. It's a blast, and I'm going to be doing more socializing after this contest tonight, shall we say? And the word is there could be some karaoke as well. So it's going to be nuts. A lot more golf tomorrow.
And on top of that, you got to drive the homecoming
queen of 50 years ago. Truth be told, I dated the homecoming queen in 7th grade. Whatever dating in 7th grade means. And Linda and I dated.
Yeah,
yes.
it's Linda Jess.
Yes.
And she was on the field for the coin flip.
Coin flip. Is that cool or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. As they're getting ready, I think they're winding down, getting ready for the anthem. But as we see, parents in the class of 74, speaking of Linda Jess, the queen of homecoming 50 years ago, they're going out there. Bobby Sullivan, who did the artwork of the Tiger, lives out in New Jersey. He was all-conference, by the way, first team all-conference when they went 9-0 as a wide receiver. And he did the artwork of the Tiger. Many others are out there now, too, that were on those teams.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I see Craig Cram, number 65, Steve Rasky, all-state offensive guard, all-conference linebacker, Larry Jans, Jeff Bryden, Jim Davis, who isn't there, Joel Flores, probably the greatest athlete I ever saw at Ripon High School, finished with 9 letters on varsity. Started at third base as a freshman, the hot box, when they went to state in baseball with no division in those days.
That is just awesome.
Was the shooting guard on the team that made it to sectional finals with Nina as a sophomore, with Steve Stillmacher, the head coach of football at Berlin.
That is really some incredible
And so there was
yeah.
some great athletes, and they accumulated quite a few conference championships in various sports. Sue Bradle out there, married to John Calvert. Sue Bradle, when girls' sports came into play, won the state 220-yard championship in track and field.
I believe now we're waiting for the color guard to come onto the field.
I
don't know who is presenting the colors tonight. I imagine Ripon American Legion, I would think.
Yeah, it is definitely an American Legion. I saw him in the parking lot when I was coming in.
So when
Steve Hubb also lives in Nashville now. His father was superintendent of schools, Chuck Hubb, when we were in middle school. Mm-hmm. And Steve Hubb is a national doubles pickleball champion.
No kidding.
Won it in Pittsburgh. He lives in Nashville. We had great athletes. He was an all-conference golfer as well.
The colors come onto the field, and when the American flag is lowered, that is when the national anthem will begin. So let's watch and listen.
High School Combined Flag.
Excellent job, the Ripon High School Combined Choir with the national anthem here.
And boy, did they follow, the singers follow the instructors' hand signals, and yeah, it was awesome.
They did. They did a fantastic job, and we certainly thank them for that, as the American Legion will now make their way off of the field.
How you like that Tiger?
That's
we got
beautiful. Yeah.
Patrick, zoom in on that Tiger, man, when those get ready. That is one fanny kicking Tiger right there. That is something you do not want to see in the woods or at the zoo unless there's bars between you and that beast.
Yes, absolutely correct. So, anyway, going back to the game tonight, again, the Tigers hosting the Mauston Golden Eagles. And for the homecoming enrollments, just to check, we always like to do that before the game. Ripon is at 662. I checked that back. 400,
no, we're not. Yeah,
462.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Uh-huh.
And Mauston is at 442. So as far as enrollment goes, it is a perfect match.
Yeah. So therefore,
evening.
We should be going into overtime.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. You know, Marty, one thing we just want to touch quickly before the start of the game, the big night tonight, the game, Berlin and the Dells.
Yes, that is the marquee matchup of the entire season of the South Central Conference. You have two undefeated ball clubs. How do I see it? So far, anything that has been close, Berlin at Nakusa earlier in the year, Waupun at Nakusa. Nakusa won. I'm picking Berlin. I see the physicality of Berlin versus, yes, they have balanced offense, the Dells. Yes, they have some physicality, but with Martin at running back and Hess, the thunder and lightning act of the rushing game, two tight ends, Joe Stelmacher, I say they go into Wisconsin Dells tonight and come out with a 2-score victory, and they will be sitting atop the conference. Having said that, part of that, of course, is the young man, number 4, that got injured for the season, the stud athlete for the Dells, number 4, 6'2", or 6'4", 180. And here comes the Ripon Tigers.
Yep.
Well, they handled the Tiger pretty good.
They did, yes.
Yes, they did. But anyway, look for Berlin tonight to win that one. We'll talk about other matchups as the game goes on tonight.
It's a shame that they had to break that paper.
It was a piece of art.
It was really a piece of art.
I mean, he's done commercial. He's a commercial artist out east.
Yeah.
The guy, Bobby Sullivan. Yep. I haven't seen him in 50 years. It was awesome.
Well, the captains for tonight for the Tigers, number 3, Declan Dudzinski, number 6, Carter Kissinger, and 23, Parker Stelmacher.
3 nice seniors that have been contributing to this ball club consistently throughout the season.
For the Golden Eagles, the captains were the senior Tyler Link, the quarterback, number 7, and a lineman, number 54, Espen Sweers. For Mauston, the Tigers will be kicking off to the Golden Eagles, and Ripon will defend the south goal. So that's where we are. That sets the stage. Back for Mauston to receive the kickoff includes number 1, Contrell Collins Cree, and number 2, Cameron Walls. So those are the players that are deep.
Those sound like return men names.
It's It's Nathan Hansen to do the kicking off from the 40, and the ball at the right side, the right hash marks, the far side from where we are.
How often do you see a quarterback do the kicking duties? Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I was going to say not since Paul Horning, but he played quarterback in college, so I don't know. So, yeah. So, all right, Hansen set to do the kickoff. And we are going to be underway. Decent kick, short, taken at the 20, to the 25, out to the 30, going to the right side, some room there. And out to about the 37 is the running back, Cameron Walls. So the Golden Eagles will have it first down and 10. Their quarterback is a senior, Tyler Link, number 7.
I want to see guys like Adam Mink, number 65, defensive end, playing for the Tigers, senior. This guy has the athleticism, the ability to wreak havoc. He needs to lead by example tonight.
3 running backs in the backfield. Link takes it himself and goes up the middle, 40, 45.
There goes the ref.
Close to midfield, and yes, the referee went down. but it's a big gainer for the Golden Eagles.
Hello. They didn't say anything about combat pay when I did this referee agreed to ref tonight. He took a shot, that referee.
Gain of about 12 out to the 49-yard line, and now the clock is stopped.
Oh, now we got a mouth guard situation, and 62 coming off the field for Ripon, being replaced by 76.
That's Aiden Rosh, number 76. 62 is Owen Mueller-Wolf.
Yeah, problem with the mouth guard equipment.
Keeper again by the quarterback, crosses midfield, and he fights his way to the Ripon 45-yard line. Eric Cumber, one of the Tigers, on the tackle there, and also Matt Riddick, 66, the sophomore.
Called Eric Cumber's name a lot on the defensive side of things this season.
Gain of about 6, we'll call it 2nd down and 4, as the ball is in Ripon territory.
The key here for Ripon is to bring up a 3rd down situation. So 2nd and 4, what can they do?
Link
pitches
it off to the deep running back, and he lost the ball for a moment. It was knocked out of his hands, but goes out of bounds. That is Tyler Hartgee, a sophomore running back.
Gained yards on it. He'll be a yard short of the 1st down. A very fortuitous bounce on that lost football.
Yeah, I don't even know, Marty, if he was hit or
I think
not.
it squirted out of his hands.
Yeah,
but it was on the back
too.
side of where we are on the far side of the field, so we didn't get a good look at that. But it didn't look like there was contact.
I don't think so. There was a Tiger chasing him, but anyway. So the ball's at the left hash mark, 3rd and very short, 1 yard to go. Link going to keep it, go off left side. He just gets the 1st down as he crosses the 40-yard line to the 39.
Logan Stewart with a nice hit, the sophomore, number 2.
One player that is on the field that has played last week, Levi Thompson, number 24, a sophomore.
Yeah.
And while he doesn't really play offense, he's out there on the defensive side. And last week, we mentioned his name a few times.
We did. He got some, towards the end of that game last week, he got some handoffs.
Yes, he did.
Some carries.
All right, 1st and 10, right from the 40. Here's the handoff to the running
Nice
back.
block.
Big hole on the right side, and the running back is going to get inside the 30, and that is their leading running back, Hayden Gillen, a senior.
Beautiful kick-out block that made that play possible up the alley, but you need that left linebacker has to fill, and it just wasn't there in time.
So it is going to be a gain of 11 yards to the Ripon 29-yard line and another 1st down for the Golden Eagles. So Link, again, surrounded with 3 running backs in the backfield, awaits the snap, receiver on each side. Here's a handoff to the running back, cuts to the outside, no room out there for Contrell Collins-Cree. Good defense by the Tigers, limiting the gain, and maybe he got a yard. It looks like the officials will give him 1.
Right. Now what Ripon has to do is to play off of that successful defensive effort. In other words, back-to-back good defensive plays to bring up 3rd and long. You can't be happy. Okay, great. We had a good play for marginal gain. No, you're thinking that you got to get greedy if you're defense.
First drive of the game, 2nd down and 9. Keeper right up the middle by Link. He gets to the 25, maybe, and down he goes. He hit a brick wall of Tigers there, and Matthew Riddick, 66, was the Tiger he hit.
3rd and about 7. So figure this is 4-down territory, so you're going to have to stop them twice if you want to turn the ball over to the offense for Ripon Tigers.
So it is a big one for the Ripon defense here. 8:30 remains in the first quarter. Again, first drive of the game.
It would go a long way in making a big play here to bring up 4th and long.
3rd and 6. Link keeps
Keeper.
it. Left side. He found some room there on the left side as he crosses the 20-yard line to the 19. He's going to be very close to a 1st down. And let's see if the officials are going to give it to him. They might have to measure, which would be a surprise because we never have measurements any longer.
Last week, Link had 7 carries for 41 yards. He averaged about 5 yards a carry and did score 2 touchdowns all on the ground. And we're seeing that right now. Their bread and butter, their centerpiece of their offense, we've seen it. It's pretty much link left, link right. So they're getting the job done up front. They're getting initial good blocking, the Golden Eagles for Mauston are. Ripon's got to figure out he's just short, it looks like, by inches.
Yeah. So the chain gang crew did their job, Marty. Made him short. So it's going to be fourth and less than a yard, probably about the length of a football, I would say.
Yep, I would concur. So I don't look them to do anything different.
No, I would think they'd go right up the middle.
Well, I mean, Link is their guy. He's doing it right now, even though they do have Hayden Gillen has been a proven running back for them.
All right, 4th and inches for Mauston.
Here we go. Shoot gaps.
Link awaits the snap, has it going right up the middle, and he does have the first down.
Boy, look at
and
that.
A little bit more as he drags a couple of Tigers to about the 13. So it's going to be a first down for the Golden Eagles.
That's just mano-to-mano prison break up front. Ripon's got to figure up those down linemen. Ripon's got to figure out what they can do to minimize getting knocked off that line of scrimmage. Got a challenge.
It's 1st and 10 from the Ripon 13 for Mauston. All running plays, no passing plays on this drive. Here's a handoff cutting to the outside is the running back Gillen, but he was stopped just as he got inside the 10 to the 8.
But brought down in by a freshman, Noah Michael. Excellent tackle off the right edge.
And Michael has played defense all season long, so he's really gained a lot of experience.
Just a puppy.
It's going to be a gain of 5 to the 8, so it's 2nd down and 5.
There'd be no reason to even think going through the air up on top. Keep it on the ground. You have the momentum going your way rushing-wise if you're the Golden Eagles. Keep it on the ground. I'd be very surprised to see anything different. They go with that full house backfield.
So Link awaits the snap. He has it. He's just running to the left. And now he cuts inside. Not a lot of room there. Maybe to the 6-yard line. And there is a flag down. It's against Mauston.
Holding on Mauston. So is this the mistake that Mauston makes in this drive that might make the difference for the Tigers and keeping them out of the end zone?
Good defensive play by Ripon. It was only a gain of 2, but then the holding call. So the Tigers are get a break here with the penalty. And it will move Mauston way back to the 18-yard line.
You know, and that's the hard thing, Lynn, at any level of football, whether we're watching the Packers on a Sunday or here tonight, homecoming at Ripon with the Mauston football team. To sustain a drive without making a mistake offensively, to double-digit plays, right? You start from your own deep in your own territory, so that all 11 men execute continuously without error. And that time, someone got called holding.
2nd and 15. Here's a pass, left side caught, making a move, gets inside the 10 as the receiver, Cameron Walls.
So we saw just a quick hitch to the outside. We gave a lot of cushion there. Tyler throws a good ball.
And it's a gain down to the 6-yard line where Mauston was earlier before the penalty to bring up 3rd down and 3. And so the Ripon D, and what do we have now? Stoppage?
Yes, we do. And we got a player situation again. I'm not sure what's going on. We had a player earlier with something with the mouthpiece. Looks like equipment again.
Jeremy Prelwitz is running off, and Owen Mueller-Wolf is running on.
Who was the one that came out earlier in this drive? Mueller with a equipment issue. Now he's back out there.
3rd and 3.
Defensive tackle, Mueller.
Link awaits the snap. Has it. Oh, it's over his head. On the ground. Tigers fighting for it.
The freshman's
And
in there.
Who's got it? It's loose.
Eric
and
Cumber.
Ripon recovers.
Eric Cumber, number 4, the junior. You talk about a hungry guy going after a pork chop.
Boy, I'll tell you, that Cumber, he's around the football all the time, defense or offense.
And those are football players that have that instinct, that knack to, like you said, you can't say it any better. You're always around the ball.
And he recovers at the Ripon 16. So the Tigers will have it first down and 10. 5:47 remains in the first quarter. Here's the handoff, Hansen to Stellmacher. And Stellmacher will get out to the 19. Nathan Hansen, the quarterback, he's the junior. Parker Stellmacher, the senior. He of over 100 yards rushing per game.
I really feel it's important here in the first quarter, early on, Ripon's first possession, to move the chains and get at least one first down, if for anything, the battle of field position.
Stellmacher is prone to breaking a large run, and this first drive for Ripon would be an ideal time for it. Stellmacher again to the left. Oh, he runs into a big wall of Golden Eagles, and down he goes. No room on the left side that time.
Outside linebacker held his ground. Stellmacher shaked and baked, and he stayed put. He didn't have anywhere to go, cut it back up inside, and by then, pursuit took over for no gain.
So that makes it third down and 8 now for Ripon.
Do they keep it on the ground?
Receiver.
Or does Coach Selgrad say, let's go over the top with Hansen?
Receivers right and left. Stellmacher in the backfield pass down the middle of the field. It's going to be caught. It is.
Wow.
Dylan Martina.
On the ground. No, you're on the ground. He wasn't touched. He's thinking I can go, but in high school when you're on the ground.
Oh, now they're calling it incomplete.
I thought he caught it.
Oh, boy, I thought he caught that.
I did too.
Wow.
He had to come back for it. He was on the ground, but I thought he caught it. Now, that ref that's making the call, look where he was.
Well, and I don't know how he could have saw it.
Yeah,
wow.
Exactly. To say, if you don't see that it's incomplete, you shouldn't be calling it incomplete.
Well, I thought it was a catch by Dylan Martina. Officials felt otherwise. Marty thought it was a catch, and it means now Ripon has to punt, unfortunately. So Carter Kissinger
is important.
Back to punt.
Kissinger, he's been doing a lot of punting this year. Got to have a good one here.
Snap is good. Nice punt.
It is a good punt.
Caught at the 46. He fumbled the ball. Are the Tigers going to get it? I think they do. Yes.
So after all, Ripon does get their first down.
Declan Dudzinski with the recovery. All right. So Declan Dudzinski with the recovery, and the Tigers get another break. 2 fumbles by the Golden Eagles. Ball possession a problem here tonight, and it shouldn't be, Marty.
No.
It's 58 degrees, literally no wind, and very dry.
It's a seasoned team. Funny things in football sometimes.
So let's see if the Tigers now can get a first down here. Hansen, Stellmacher, left side, trying to cut it up. But
boy, are they doing a great job as we get a flag on the play. Are they doing a great job of just messing things up with penetration 4 yards beyond the line of scrimmage? They are getting so great job of getting back into the backyard of Ripon. Let's see what the flag is all about.
I'm going to say face mask or not?
I have no idea. It was a late flag.
It was.
Which could lend itself to your suspicion.
Well, but they're talking to the coach at, I don't know, because it was 2 Mauston players tackling Stellmacher. Face mask, it's against Ripon.
I don't understand what the call was.
My guess is simply that when Stellmacher was being dragged down, he must have, reached for air and got a face mask.
He grabbed a face mask. Yeah, that's good. You bring up a good point. Grabbing of the face mask isn't just by the defender.
Anyway, 5-yard penalty to make it second down and 14.
Movement.
And now
Movement.
Ripon is going backwards.
What happened was Stellmacher leaned. He didn't move his foot yet, but he was leaning on prior to the snap. Boy, oh boy. We've seen this a lot this season with this team that's trying to, we weren't able to bring you a pregame interview of equipment malfunction, but I talked to Coach Selgrad extensively anyway, and you got to change the culture, and he talked about that, changing the culture, and it's that type of things that we almost expect to lose sometimes. Look out.
Second down and 19.
That was a jailbreak.
Yeah, blitz comes in, and it's going to be an incomplete pass that is ruled. Or
really?
Well, either that or he was down.
He was sacked.
So, the clock is continuing to roll. So that's a quarterback sack, and Ripon again going backwards. And, wow, it was second and 19, and now with this, it's going to be third down and 25.
So the biggest thing this season that I've noticed is in the trenches, where offensive lines and defensive lines for Ripon are losing the battles to their opponents. And when you can't, with any type of regularity, execute at the line of scrimmage with your blockers or your defensive attackers, it's hard to play the game.
All right, Stellmacher gets the pitch to the right side. He's got some room as he crosses midfield down to about the 49-yard line. Nice run by Parker Stellmacher. Good blocking, but still quite a distance from the line of gain.
Oh, yeah. And line of the gain is our new expression the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And by the way, this is a good decision to punt the ball. Hopefully put them inside their 20, 15, maybe 15-yard line and make them earn it. They being Mauston Golden Eagles. Make them earn it and go the distance.
4th and 18. Kissinger back to punt. Good snap.
Yeah,
punt is up. Good punt. Nobody's back for Mauston. It hits. Is it going to slow down?
Yes, it is.
Get there, hurry. And he does get there. Dylan Martina hustles and stops the ball at the 1-yard line.
Perfect. That's an all-conference punt. Great effort by Martina. Is that number 11,
yes.
Martina?
Yes.
Yeah, we've seen him sneak out and release for a few touchdown passes this season. He'll be back next year.
So that means Mauston would have to travel 99 yards to score here.
And this is where the defense, Lynn, for Ripon should be going like, man, this is an opportunity. Fellas, let's go. Let's keep them in this hole, and let's make them punt deep from their own territory. Don't be flat-footed. You got to, defense is emotion. It's emotional. Contact, hitting, tackling, going through the man. It's emotion. They need to express that.
1st and 10. Link, the quarterback, keeps it. Left side, he's going to cross the 5-yard line. Get about a gain of 5 on the play. Simple play, Marty. Quarterback is just getting the ball and running to the left, either off the left tackle or the right tackle.
Yeah, right. It's nothing fancy. This is like, here we come. It's a lot like Berlin football that we witnessed for several years.
Yeah.
Whether it be Steve Stellmacher, who's now retired, or his eldest of 2 sons, Joe, running the program at Berlin. It's very physical. They run north-south football, and that's what we're seeing here. The only difference is they like to do it with a quarterback with Mauston.
2nd down 4. Link
again
going right up the middle. Oh, he hits a wall of Tigers.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he got much of a gain, maybe a yard at the most. And that would be about it. Good job, Ripon.
This is going to be the biggest play of the contest so far here in the first quarter of homecoming for the Tigers.
Braden Dudzinski was the last to get off the pile, so he must have been the first one to hit the quarterback Link.
So let's go right now. You need leadership, people talking. These guys need to fly around like their hair is on fire if you're Ripon and wanting to make the play.
It's going to be 3rd down and 3.
If you're
the
down
ball's
lineman,
at the 7.
Use your hands, get off the block, bend to the ball.
Man in motion to the left. Link gets it. He's just going off right up the middle. He found a hole.
He
has the first down, and he's going to be shy of the 15, down to the 14. Eric Cumber on the tackle for Ripon.
Time of possession, it's been all Mauston here in the first quarter.
And I think that's going to end the first quarter as we're down to less than 10 seconds. So, Ripon has had a couple of offensive opportunities, 2 fumbles by Mauston. Ripon could not take advantage, and the first quarter ends with neither team scoring 0-0.
So that's the good news if you're Ripon,
quarter.
right?
Yeah.
You've kept them out of the end zone, even though they've shown the ability to sustain drives. Class of 74 experiencing their 50th high school reunion here tonight, and what a parade it was. In 4 seasons, 9th through 12th grade, their record was 28-2. They were 1 touchdown away from going undefeated in their junior year, and of course they had a perfect 9-0 record. The first was Ripon high school football team to have a 9-game season, going 9-0. Non-conference, they beat that year in the fall of 73, North Fond du Lac, Mayville, Appleton, Xavier. Their 6 conference wins, they beat Wapaka 34-6, Winnicott 46-15, Berlin 49-6, New London 44-7, Omro 42-22. That was the battle of the undefeated. It's kind of like what tonight is the Dells and Berlin. And they beat Hortonville, who's a huge Division I school now, 50-20. So those are my buddies that I played with for a number of years before I moved on. They were very good.
The ball's at the 14-yard line of Mauston. It's going to be first down and 10. Link gets the ball, hands it off to the running back, over to the right side.
Nice.
Eric Cumber's got him. And it was Hayden Gillen on the run. Eric Cumber in the backfield makes the stop.
Eric Cumber, you said it. Knows for the ball, knows how to bend to the ball, knows how to get off a block, reads the play, and then has the athleticism. In other words, he has feet, and he can get to the ball and execute the tackle. Number 4, a fine player.
No gain. So that makes it second down and 10 from the Mauston 14-yard line. Ball's over at the right hash. Big crowd here tonight, as you would expect for homecoming. Ripon High School band will be on the field at halftime. Now we have a stoppage, and we are going to have a timeout taken by the Golden Eagles, their first timeout of the half.
So Ripon High School, that undefeated season of 73, they averaged 44 points a game. They had 12 seniors that made either first team, second team, or honorable mention on that team. Joel Flores, the quarterback, he lettered 9 times, folks. He started as a freshman at third base, a team that went to state in baseball with a late great, played for Ron Wahusky. He was the starting point guard as a sophomore, a team that went to sectional finals to Neenah. He was the quarterback that orchestrated that undefeated season. When they went against Omro, Greg Wiggs was the feature running back for Ripon. He had just south of 1,000 yards. They shut him down, the Omro Foxes did. So what does Flores do? He runs for 5 touchdowns that night and stuck it to the Foxes of Omro. So I wasn't there, but I followed my buddies.
After the timeout, Mauston still faces second down and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Link awaits the snap. Has it? He's just going right up the middle.
Got a good kiss.
He did. Got hit right away, but he did cross the 15, maybe to the 16-yard line before he is done. And it looks like out there making the tackle was Parker Stellmacher.
Here's an opportunity. 3rd and long, and they are inside their own 20. This is it right here if you're Ripon. You do not allow a first down. This is big.
Gain of 1 to the 15, so 3rd down and 9.
You want pressure on the QB?
Link awaits the snap. He's got it. He's going to keep it. Left
No
side.
way.
No way. Oh, there's a
pitch.
pitch. A late pitch. And boy, did the Tigers go after him.
Oh, wow.
Parker Stellmacher went right after him and brought him down.
What athleticism by Parker, number 23. Great job by Tyler. The quarterback did everything he could.
Yeah.
I mean, he's halfway down to the ground and executes a great pitch on the option. But the Tigers were up to the challenge, and they had outside contain. And Parker Stellmacher closed wonderfully.
Logan Stewart was the defender who hit the quarterback just as the quarterback made the pitch. Anyway, 4th down, 8. Carter Kissinger back to receive a anticipated punt. Snap is good.
Not a good punt.
Short. Going to hit at the 42 and kind of stay
going the
right
wrong
there.
way.
Yeah.
Look at this. They are in Golden Eagle territory without even running a play.
At the 43-yard line, right hash, and that is where the Tigers will start 1st down and 10. And Ripon has had
a couple of possessions and have not been able to get Parker Stellmacher untracked yet because of the penetration by the defense really just kind of blowing everything up. And he hasn't had an opportunity. So let's see what they do. I mean, you got to stay with your bell cow, I would think. Look for head coach Andrew Selgrad to call a straight handoff to Mr. 23, Stellmacher.
This is the second drive to begin in Mauston territory. Stellmacher up the middle, crosses the 40 to the 39. Nice little run, gain of about 4.
Just got up there, ran right up the back of his blockers and got what he could. And that, you're right, it was along 3.5, 4 yards.
So, yep. 2nd down, and I'm going to call it 6. I know they say 7.
6.5. Yeah, right. And do the same thing. I mean, what it also allows, the offensive line allows them to get some confidence.
There's a snap. Hanson back to pass across the middle. Oh, boy.
Tyler with the interception.
Yeah. Intercepted by Tyler Link, the linebacker, and that is unfortunate. And it goes to Mauston on the turnover.
We had 2 receivers in that little button hook area about 6 yards beyond the line of scrimmage in the middle. Yeah, there was a lot of traffic with both teams. I'm not sure who that was intended for.
And that is a play that has worked in past games, but unfortunately not that time. So Mauston regains possession. The ball on their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10, and this drive starts with 8:44 remaining in the second quarter.
Has not been a pretty contest yet.
No score between Mauston and Ripon. Here's Link, gets the snap. He's going to cross the 45 to about the 47-yard line, 46-yard line, and he's brought down by the Tigers.
Yeah, I think Declan Dudzinski basically bulldogged him down from behind.
Gain of 6 on the play to make it 2nd down and 4. Mauston has had 2 fumbles here in this game. For their 2 turnovers, Ripon 1 turnover. Just now on the interception.
Ripon unable to take those fumbles and convert them into positive yards and points.
2nd and 4. Link gets the snap, fakes left, goes up the middle, crosses midfield to the 49. He's got a 1st down.
He fakes that pitch to the left. He does that quite a bit, and what it's doing, it's freezing the defense. It also is allowing in that nanosecond for the blocks to be set to fake pitch left and then cut it back up the A gap on the right side. Seems to be working.
Gain of 7 to the Ripon 49-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10, Golden Eagles.
Wearing that maize and blue.
Yeah, the maize and
blue.
A
lot of those colors, just like the, I used to say L.A. Rams, but what are they, San Diego Rams?
No, they're
California Rams.
I think they're the L.A. Rams now.
Still?
Yes.
All right.
Link. He handed the ball off up the middle. I missed that. And that running back is Hayden Gillen, and he faked out me and some Tigers as he going to gain about 6 yards.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, you have such a steady diet if you are the Tiger defense of number 7, Tyler. You've gotten it here all completely in the entire first half of action so far. And then what does he do? He does that. So now you bite. You're biting on 7, and now you're going out the back door with number 22, Gillen.
Logan Stewart made the tackle. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Man in motion to the left. Link right up the middle after the snap. crosses the 40, down to about the 37. He's going to have another first down for the Golden Eagles.
Boy, does Tyler finish off his runs, right? Every carry, he finishes from contact. He finishes going forward, usually, not being knocked backwards.
Noah Michael, the freshman, stuck his nose in there and stopped Link. At the 37, 1st and 10, Mauston. 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Very quick first half.
Yep, no incomplete passes, very little. Everything's on the ground. Clock keeps ticking.
But no score. Here's the handoff to the right side.
Yep.
The running back is Gillen.
Yep.
He's going to cross the 35 to the 33 before he's brought down. And I think that's Parker Stelmacher who made the tackle on
Remember,
the play.
Gillen is a 600-yard ball carrier this season. We haven't hardly seen him. Tyler, who has less than 200 yards coming in, has been the whole show tonight with the offense, keeping the ball on the ground and getting real positive yards. He's got good size for a quarterback in this conference, and he's been able to use that to his advantage.
It's a gain of 4 by Gillen, 2nd down and 6. Link awaits the snap. He's got it. Gonna keep it. Fakes left, fakes right, goes left. And he broke one tackle but didn't get away from Declan Dudzinski.
Nice job. He tried to stiff arm Declan. Declan was able to get under that stiff arm, grab the fabric, and then was busy bringing him down and got reinforcements to finish off the tackle. Good job by the defense on that naked bootleg by Tyler.
The reinforcement was Logan Stewart. The play does gain 6, however, to the Ripon 31, where it's going to be 1st down and, 3rd down and 4 for Mauston.
I got to say what a good time I had driving our convertible today with Linda Jess, the homecoming queen of 50 years ago. She had a riot in that parade.
Link gets a snap right up the middle, crosses the 30. He's close to a first down. I think he has it at the 27. The officials give him the first down at the 20. Nope, they do not. He's going to be short, or they're looking at it anyway. They're gonna measure again. Marty, we've gone the whole season without a measurement, and we have 2 here tonight.
Well, just when you think you got life figured out, Lynn, it comes and it just bites you in the seat of the britches. And who would have thought in the first half, 2 measurements?
That does not happen very frequently. But it has tonight. It's going to be close. And it would be either 1st and 10 or 4th and less than a yard. It's 1st and 10. That comes at the 4:11 mark here in the second quarter. Mauston on the drive, but still 27 yards away. And one thing that the Ripon defense has not allowed, Marty, is a big play, and that's
very good observation. They're not giving up the cheap one, and that's certainly something that over several seasons now Ripon has had a penchant of doing defensively, and mainly because oftentimes the defense plays the majority of the game, and they get tired, or you lose your focus. But you're right, and that's to be commended. Now, can they create something here defensively?
Link gets the snap. He's going off tackle right side. Has some holds there. Is he going to get inside the 20 to the 19 before he is brought down? Eric Cumber on the tackle.
I'd love to see somebody get a free shot on that QB and really get your pad level down and really explode into the QB.
Rattle that ball out of his hands.
No arm tackles here. Get someone, remind them why they wear those shoulder pads.
That was a gain of 7 to make it 2nd down and 3 for the Golden Eagles. Link surrounded by running backs. Gets the snap, going to keep it again.
There you
Trying to get up, but
still too many yards.
He dragged a Tiger for a little while, but it's going to be very close to a first down.
Yeah.
The Tiger he dragged was Owen Mueller-Wolf.
I think he has the first.
Just shy of the 16, and he does have a first down. So Ripon just couldn't get him down.
Yeah.
Ripon just couldn't get him down. Mueller-Wolf was riding him, but Link kept his legs going and has a first down.
Excellent homecoming crowd. You look down the line from one end of the stands to the other, and then look how many people are standing.
Yep, it's packed here
It
tonight.
is packed.
All right, 1st and 10. Link awaits the snap. He has it. Fakes right, goes left, crosses the 15 on his feet inside the 10. And down he goes.
It's nothing fancy.
No.
It is mano to mano, the blocking up front, and then Tyler, physical, good size for a quarterback. He basically is he looks like a great athlete that basically is a very good athlete, happened to be playing the quarterback position.
Looks like Weston Page and Braden Dudzinski on the tackle, but it was a gain of 8 to make it 2nd down and 2 from the Ripon 10-yard line.
Defense has been out there a long time.
Yeah, that they have for sure. Link, snap, high snap, goes up the middle, gets hit, though, at the 6-yard line, and down he goes.
Just outside the 5, they'll spot that.
Making that tackle was Parker Stellmacher.
Yeah, you want to see, it'd be nice to see some defensive linemen and some of your interior linebackers make the plays.
Now it's going to be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line for Mauston. 90 seconds remains in this second quarter. Same offensive set we've seen all night. Receiver right, one left.
Gee, I wonder what the play is, unless we're going to see Gillen.
Quarterback surrounded by running backs.
Same thing.
He gets a snap, goes left.
Good hit.
Gets hit round the 4. Carter Kissinger, one of them. Parker Stellmacher, another. But it looks like a gain of what?
3?
2. Let's call it 2, yeah. To the 3. So 2nd down and goal. Under a minute, Marty. 45 seconds. Mauston has 2 timeouts remaining.
They can just keep doing the same thing, or they can take him and then go counter with Gillen, number 22.
Let's see if they run wide right. Nope, right up the middle, Link.
Same thing.
He didn't get it, though, did he? It's close. He's in. So it's a touchdown by Mauston's quarterback, Tyler Link.
Boy, they just give him credit. They just physically just out-executed Ripon right down the field, methodically. Nothing real big plays, like you said earlier, alluded to, no big plays, but just systematically continued to batter the ball, ram the ball down the middle. Came away with 6, first score of the game.
They ran it up the middle, little to the left, little to the right, and up the middle some more. And it's a touchdown.
Yeah, little naked bootlegs off tackle. Most of the runs were up inside the tackles by the QB, Tyler.
So here's the point after touchdown play.
They're going for 2.
Link up the middle. Oh, he got stopped in the backfield. Nice job by the Tigers. And that's going to be Braden Dudzinski on the tackle.
Nice job by Braden, 55. They changed his number mid-season on us. And we didn't know what was going on. We had to get some info.
So that means 29 seconds remain in the second quarter, and our score is Mauston 6 and Ripon 0. Ripon has all 3 timeouts, but only 29 seconds to work with.
Fast first half.
Boy, I guess,
because of very, very little passing. And the clock just kept going.
All right. The Ripon band has made its way to the east side of Ingalls Field here.
Sam the Bam Erickson, the Ripon High School band instructor. We'll see what he's got planned out for us.
First time we'll get to see the band on the field. They only do that once a year during homecoming. I'd like to see that a little more often.
Yeah.
Doing the kicking off is Cody Comiskey for Mauston. He's a junior. Now Ripon will get the second half kickoff as well.
6-0. I tell you what, I'm Ripon. You just make sure you don't give these Golden Eagles anything. If special teams can get this ball way upfield,
now what?
Then maybe you can think about going deep with the ball.
Mauston takes a timeout.
After all of that.
Yeah, I know, right? What other games are going on in the conference tonight, Marty?
Well, we talked about Berlin, Wisconsin Dells, certainly the marquee matchup of not only the week but of the season. You have Nakusa with Adams Friendship. Look for Nakusa on the road to come away with a win at Nakusa. Mauston at Ripon, of course. Wautoma at Waupun. Wautoma, like Ripon, winless. Waupun has secured themselves. They're in that 4th spot of the 8-team conference. Look for Wautoma to go down at Waupun. Waupun coming off of a disappointing loss a week ago. Berlin at the Dells. Look for Berlin to come away with a win. Their physicality and veteran leadership. I'll look for them to squeak one out. But the balanced offense by the Dells, if they're going to win at home tonight, the Dells, it's going to be through the air and on the ground with a balanced offensive attack. But look for Hess and Martin, the runners, the running backs for Berlin, to be the difference of that game. And then Bartle, the high IQ quarterback and great athlete at QB, he also will be probably a difference maker for the Indians.
So Comiskey.
Offsides. I've got offsides.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I just love coming off of a timeout and then your team executes a penalty.
It was a squib kick for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, before it was even kicked, the official stopped play and threw the flag. So we'll have to do it
Move
one
them
more
back
time.
5.
Yeah, have to do it again. This time from the 35. This has been the longest part of the game right here, Marty.
Well, without question.
I mean, everything was going so smoothly.
Without question. We had to bring it up that how quick this trap was going. And then we got the kickoff team sitting there talking about, hey, what are we doing after the game or what? And then the coach takes a timeout. And then they have a uncharacteristic offsides on a kickoff. You don't see that very often.
All right. So Comiskey
Squib again.
Going to try it again here. And it is a squibber. Going to be taken by Ripon at the 38, right up the middle. Cross midfield to the 48-yard line is the returner. And was that Braden Dudzinski? Yes, it was. Nice return. He got the ball, and he went right up the middle just like he was supposed to and gained some big yardage.
You got your timeouts. You got 25 seconds, an opportunity for 3 plays. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you can go ahead and throw it out there. Throw it out there. Take whatever you got, throw it out there. If they intercept it, it's like a punt. Just remind everybody, we're going deep on this. Heads on a swivel, be ready just in case we have a turnover.
Yeah, you might get lucky, get a pass interference.
Yeah. Or do you just take a knee and go into the locker room? They give it to their stud running back.
Yep, here's Stellmacher at the 40, 35, down to the 30.
Stop.
And a timeout taken by the Tigers with 18 seconds remaining.
Time for 2 plays.
By the way, the quarterback on that was Jackson Nelson, the freshman. He handed the ball off.
And we've seen that now for the last 3 weeks at least, where he just wants to give that freshman experience. So it's not a reflection on Hansen, I don't think. I just think he wants to get that freshman in there as often as he can, give him the experience, realizing you're going to have him for 3 more seasons at the conclusion of this year.
All right, so big runner. You know, we talked that we hoped that Stellmacher would break one, and he did, down to the Mauston 30.
Well, the play that they've had a little bit of success with this freshman quarterback, Nelson, has been the Declan Dudzinski skinny post over the middle. Let's see what we get here. We got twins out on top, tight end to the right, I formation.
And that's Stellmacher behind Nelson. The snap is on the ground. Stellmacher picked it up. Hey!
Got a yard.
He got a yard before he got stopped. And
the biggest problem is they lost 7 seconds with only 11 left, timeout by Ripon. Yeah. That's also an issue we've had. Shotgun formation, at least once every game they have a muffed, a fumbled snap. Either, And that, once again, detracts from trying to do what you're trying to change the culture, execution during a game, and you self-implode with those types of mistakes.
Yeah,
get away from those.
Yeah. So it was a gain of 1, as mentioned. So the ball's going to be at the Mauston 29-yard line.
Yeah. Hey, last week Mauston beat Adams Friendship 38-26. Berlin beat us, of course, in Berlin. Shut us out 35-0. Wisconsin Dells over Watoma 53-0. And, of course, Berlin and the Dells playing tonight. Nakusa over Waupun, talked about that, 30-20. What was interesting in that score, Nakusa winning by 10, it was 24-6 at halftime. So they scored 14 points in the second half. Nakusa scored just 6.
All right, Nelson gets the snap. Left side, Declan Dudzinski has it at the 30, breaks a tackle down to about the 26 before he is down with 5 seconds remaining.
Try a little deception, little misdirection with getting that ball out there wide to the left and trying to free a good athlete like Declan Dudzinski to get some yards, but the defense wasn't fooled. Held him to a marginal gain of about 3. This will be the last play of the half, I would suspect. Last time out by Ripon as well, correct?
It is, and the clock is at 3 seconds now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, it certainly will be.
Yeah, the clock dictates now if you're going to do one of two things. You're going to take a knee and go into the locker room down 6-0 if you're Ripon, or if you think you can give your quarterback enough time, you're going to lay one out there and go for the home run on the last play to end the first half.
Well, I wouldn't think they would take a knee. That wouldn't be advisable.
Yeah, and the other thing is I just don't want to see a free shot on a 9th grade quarterback either.
Yeah, you have that.
You know what I mean? Because it takes you got to give some time, as we have Coach Selgrad talking to the officials.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it looks like everything's set. Coach is coming off the field. Officials back in their position. Tigers in the huddle. And it's 3rd down and 6 with 3 seconds remaining in the half. So here we go. Nelson back to pass. Being pressured. Got hit as he threw. Ball goes to the ground, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah.
And that will end the first half of play.
Got it. I wanted to see that freshman get up. He's a little shaken up if you're looking.
And that kid that landed on him.
That's what I was talking about.
He got hit just as he threw the ball, so the ball just kind of went in the air.
Yeah.
And then the player landed on him.
Yeah.
And that ends the first half. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so it is halftime. Our score at the half, the Mauston Golden Eagles 6, the Ripon Tigers 0. The Ripon High School Band will be on the field at halftime for a performance. And then when they are concluded, we'll be back here, Marty and I, and we'll talk about what else is going on in the conference and in football. And also 50 years ago, the 1974 team, as it is homecoming here at Ripon High School and Ingalls Field.
It's also the 30th reunion for the class of 94. I saw their homecoming queen was in the parade. I saw that on the white Camaro, no less.
All right, so we'll take a break, and we will be back after several minutes.
again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a nice round of applause for the 2024 homecoming tour. Ripon High School. Thank you. And now we'd like to recognize the 2024-2025 Friends of Public Schools Award recipient, Ripon Noon Kiwanis and Early Bird Kiwanis Club. Since 2013, at the start of every school year, the Ripon School Board has recognized an organization or community member who has gone above and beyond to support the district students and their staff. The 2024-2025 award goes to Ripon Noon Kiwanis and Early Bird Kiwanis Club, which are two friends of education. Ripon Noon Kiwanis is known for supporting the Ripon County Park Splash Pad, scholarships to local high school students, the Kiwanis Park and Northwestern Trail, the toy lending library at the public library, and the children's fair and clothing swap. Ripon Early Bird Kiwanis Club volunteers impact children in our area by providing the annual Easter Bunny Hunt, scholarships to local high school students, and events such as the Casket Forward Fishing Tournament. Recently, the club's partnered to raise funds to build an ADA-compliant, all-inclusive playground with 43 features for children ages 5 to 12, a joint service project of the Ripon Early Bird and Ripon Noon Kiwanis Club. In collaboration with Pontiac Joint, the playground was built at Lake Park, adjacent to the Kiwanis Splash Pad. The playground opened in July 2024 and provides a safe place for children to play from sunrise to sunset. Ripon is very fortunate to have the support of the Ripon Noon Kiwanis and Ripon Early Bird Kiwanis, who are grateful for their service and care for children in our community. Let's give a nice round of applause to the Ripon Noon Kiwanis and the Ripon Early Bird Kiwanis. Next, ladies and gentlemen, Ripon High School proudly announces Corey Ballard as the 2024 Distinguished Alumni Award winner. Corey, let's give a nice round of applause. Corey's career has been a blend of entrepreneurship and assuming leadership, all driven by his belief in the importance of the trade, while using his spirit to grow his Ripon business. Corey's construction, Corey uses a servant's heart to strengthen the Ripon community and Ripon area school district with numerous endeavors. He has mentored several hours of youth, encouraging to inspire and educate on hands-on training, leading in the trades are the foundation and success of our community. Corey also started a non-profit organization that has given nearly $250,000 to the Ripon and neighboring school districts. Corey's service as a Ripon Kiwanis and his role on the Ascot Foundation Board has further solidified his commitment to community welfare. Over the years, Corey and his company have been a pillar of support for the local food pantry and thrift stores, assisting the needs arise and offering anonymous help to families and gladly blessing teens in need in our community. Corey is not just a successful businessman, but also a man of integrity, a loving husband, and dedicated father. His mission to build up their neighborhoods while establishing a family business is a testament to his character. Whether you meet Corey in our community, in our local schools, or community events, or in his office for creative your life, you will immediately sense his passion for the community of Ripon. Ladies and gentlemen, a nice round of applause for Corey Ballard. Tonight, the Ripon High School Band will play music for 15-time Grammy Award-winning artist Bruno Mars. He is known for his retro sportsmanship and a wide variety of musical styles, including pop, rhythm and blues, funk, and soul. The Ripon High School Band
All right, and we are back at Ingalls Field after the halftime here. We had a wonderful performance of the Ripon High School Band out on the field. Nice job by them. Played some good music and did a very nice performance, and we certainly do appreciate that. Our score here at the half is the Mauston Eagles 6 and the Ripon Tigers 0. The teams are back onto the field, and they are doing their 3-minute warm-up that each team receives. There was a little extra time tonight due to homecoming and the band playing on the field. The game itself has been running back and forth, and the only score of the game was a 3-yard run by quarterback Tyler Link of Mauston. Well, we have an opportunity. Let's give you the homecoming court for 2024. The 9th graders were Stella Pomplin and Noah Michael. 10th graders, Ariana Nickel and Matthew Riddick. 11th graders, Anna Johnson and Eric Cumber. The seniors, Kenzie Brunhofer and Colin Mansell. Also, Bryn Carlson and Howie Stewart. Cassidy Sauerbry and Mason Shimmick.
Bryn Carlson.
Yep.
Nice athlete, basketball, volleyball.
And the 2024 royalty was Claire Lipke and Emerson Hendricks. And in addition to that, the Friends of the Public Schools Award recipients were the Ripon Noon Kiwanis and Early Bird Kiwanis clubs. And the alumni of the year was Corey Polash.
Yes, and behind every alumni of the year is a spouse, his wife. She's great. And by the way, I got to ask this question, Lynn. In your high school endeavors at the huge city of Randolph, Wisconsin, were you ever a member at any time, any of those years, a member of a homecoming court or prom court or anything like that?
Yes, when I was a freshman, I was
before
part
everybody
of the
caught on to what you were really about. Okay.
I was on the homecoming court.
Okay.
And then I was in the junior prom on the court as well. Yes.
Oh, wait, so court. Yeah, I went to court a few times, but I never made it to the high school court. But I aspired to that, but it never happened. My probation officer just wouldn't allow it.
Yep. So anyway, Marty, Ripon has to stop the run of Mauston, but that's no easy task.
No, it's not, because the blocking up front is allowing those first few yards contact-free, if you will, by the ball carrier, which 90% of the time has been the quarterback, Tyler. And Ripon needs to solve that issue up front. If they can get low, explode to the ball. They always say low man wins. Well, maybe Ripon needs to get a little lower up front defensive line and get into the legs of the blockers, let the linebackers clean up. Maybe we can hold Tyler to more pedestrian numbers when it comes to rushing the ball.
And nothing fancy. Just the snap to the quarterback.
Very workmanlike, very blue collar.
He goes either to the right side, the left side, or up the center.
And then he'll fake pitch, bootleg, and then he'll keep to throw the defense off. Yeah, but you're right. It's very fundamental, simple football.
Carter Kissinger gets the kickoff at the 7-yard line, up the middle, crosses the 20, 25, 30. He's got some room close to the 40-yard line. And a nice run by Carter Kissinger.
Boy, Carter, I didn't know you could run like that at the golf course. You don't need a cart when you're playing. You can just run like that, I guess.
It was good blocking, Marty. They set a little seam for him. He went right up the middle.
I love the way he got upfield.
Yeah.
That was nice, Carter. Good job, number 6.
So the officials will mark the ball at the 39-yard line, where it will be first down and 10 Tigers. Again, mentioning they are trailing the Golden Eagles 6-0. Nathan Hansen will start at quarterback in this third quarter. Gets a snap. Stellmacher, right tackle, does a little dance.
Nice.
Gets out close to the 45-yard line.
Close to 4 to 5 yard gain.
We'll call it 5 to make it second down and 5.
Excellent. They won first down. That's one of their better 1st and 10 opportunities to get half of that yardage required for a first down on the first effort. That's good. Carter Kissinger comes out.
You know, Ripon has had the ball twice to begin series in Mauston territory, but just couldn't convert.
Well, they're 6 yards away from getting into Mauston territory here on 2nd and 5.
Stellmacher again. Into midfield, into Mauston territory, and it's a first down. Ripon at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
That's one of his better runs of the night. Darn near a 10-yard scamper right there.
No hesitation, right up there.
Well, he's got a seam. You have to have something. You have to have a seam, and so let's give credit to the right side of the offensive line on that particular last play.
Roddy Munoz, one of those on the right side of the line. And I think Braden Dudzinski, the other one. Hansen, again, Stellmacher.
Nice.
Dances inside the 45 to about the 41-yard line. Another gain of 5 on the play.
Mauston run blitzed on the left side A-gap that time as Dudzinski's slow to get up, but it's 54, not 55. And He avoided that blitz off the right side, cut it back up the middle for those 5 yards you mentioned. Ripon seems to have something going. Right now, without question, their best drive of the evening so far.
High energy to start this drive. 2nd down, 5. Kissinger in motion. Handoff, Stellmacher inside the 40.
First down.
First down to the 35. Another nice run.
That time they put Kissinger from his slot position into motion, almost like they're going to, is he going to go wide on a jet sweep? And it just gave the defense something else to think about with Kissinger going wide in a full sprint.
To the 35, first down and 10, and this has been Parker Stellmacher and the Ripon Blockers drive.
Too wide this time. Tight end to the right.
Snap. Stellmacher left side this time. And
nice.
He's inside the 30. Down to about the 28-yard line. Another big gainer. That time for Stellmacher, 6 yards.
Vincent Mink that time in the motion, man. I mean, I want to time these guys when they're going that motion for the shuttle run. Get the stopwatch out.
They do fly. Kissinger one side.
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted watching Kissinger
one side
time and then Mink
the
coming
other.
back down the other way.
Yeah.
Seems to be working. It's going to give a little hesitation. Is he going to get that handoff on a sweep?
Well, the officials say 29-yard line. And here's Stellmacher inside the 25 to the 21, and it is another Tigers first down.
Well, Mauston does it with their quarterback, number 7, and we're doing it with our running back, 23.
And it's been nothing but Parker Stellmacher. He's carried the football every play on this drive. So we'll call it the 21. First down and 10, Ripon. Ball's at the right hash mark. 2 receivers left. Nathan Hansen to Stellmacher. This time, Jimmy's through there inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line.
Right up the A-gap, right up the center hole there. Ripon player down. Offensive lineman slow to get up. He's going to stay down. Is that big 72?
I think that's 62, Owen Mueller-Wolf.
Okay.
I think
that's a good guess.
Yeah, I think
because he does play interior line.
He does. He works on the left side of that line, and he's on one knee.
Yeah. He was going to get up before.
Yeah.
He was just shaking up briefly. He'll come out for a play or two. Just make sure everything's good to go. As Mr. Schatzschneider, who's been doing this for a long time, athletic trainer out there to
now Mueller-Wolf
talk to him.
Is a sophomore, and he's a big boy.
Yeah. He's the size of 2 sophomores.
Yeah. Well, that's what we need. We always talk about, the Ripon kids are small we are, but it's nice to see a good-sized young player.
Yeah, so we've established the fact that he must be an import into Ripon.
Well, regardless.
Yeah, we'll take him.
He's got a great future, and he's played well all season long.
Yeah, good point.
All right, it's a gain of 8. Second down 2. Stellmacher again. Nope, keeper by Hansen. To the 10. Inside
Nice.
the 10. To the 6. And another first down for Ripon.
Coach Andrew Selgrad seems to be one step ahead of the defense right now on basically dictating this offensive drive. Just when you think they're going to kiss Stellmacher for a no-gainer, in fact, maybe a loss, it's a Hansen keeper. Great play there. He's scripting this very nicely right now, Coach Selgrad. Let's see if they can finish the deal with their first rushing touchdown of the season.
First and goal from the 6. Hansen, Stellmacher, right side, 5. Cuts up, out of bounds at
1.
about the 2.
Let's see.
Boy, there's some hard hitting down there.
Yeah. Hello. This is not your two-hand touch contest. They're going to spot it just inside the 2.
So second down and goal.
Around roughly 1.5 yards out. You got 3 chances to get this in. You don't want it to come down to 4th, so you want to finish the deal right now. Don't mess around.
All right, second and goal. Hansen awaits the snap, has it. Stellmacher up the middle.
Touchdown.
He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boom.
All right.
What a methodical, what a machine-like drive of execution that was. And number 23 was certainly, to say the least, the centerpiece of that whole drive. All but, one play?
Yep.
With Hansen on the keeper.
So all but one play.
Great job up front. That's going to give so much confidence to the offensive line, what they were able to accomplish here. Now,
for the lead.
Yeah, and we don't do this often. Ripon doesn't get a lot of touchdowns to begin with, and when they do, you don't see the kicking game. What a huge opportunity this is for Ripon.
It's up, and it is good! And the Tigers have the lead 7-6 with 7:21 remaining in the third quarter. This homecoming crowd is all pumped up for sure.
Yeah, they are. Wow.
You can hear them as they are enjoying this moment. And Marty, I think this is the second time this season that Ripon has held the lead here right now, and then they had a 6-0 lead at the Dells.
To start the game.
Yes, yeah. Regardless, that was then, this is now. And Ripon is ahead 7-6 with 7:21 remain in the third quarter. So the Tigers,
I dare say this is their first lead this late in the game.
This season for sure, yes. Yeah. All right. So now Nathan Hansen ready to kick off. He has the whistle, and here we go. He'll be putting it in play. Line drive taken at the 25. Running it out there is going to be, I think it was the quarterback, Tyler Link, was it? We're going to have to double check here. Nope, it was going to be number 80, Tyler Hartgee. So the ball gets run out to the 40-yard line. Good field position for the Eagles.
So what's the mindset of both teams? Mauston's thinking, hey, guys,
yeah,
we're 2-2 in conference. Let's make it 3-2. Let's show Ripon what we're all about.
Yeah, that they can run the ball up the field, too.
That's movement.
Yep, movement on the Golden Eagles. So that'll be 5 to make it 1st and 15 from the 35.
Looked like the left offensive guard jumped.
So that's good news for the Tigers.
And I'm glad to see, I don't see it often, but I'm looking right now at Eric Cumber, number 4, talking to his teammates with a little bit of excitement there. saying, guys, this is a great opportunity. We have the lead. Let's not let it get away from us.
Exactly right. They certainly have to be fired up, Marty.
Yeah, man, if you can't get emotionally charged up in football, then what are you doing out there?
All right, 1st and 15. Link awaits the snap.
Blitz.
Has it. Fakes right, goes left, and he's caught right at the line of scrimmage, the 35 by the Tigers out there. And let's see.
Braden Dudzinski was one of the blitzers on that.
It was going to be Stelmacher and Weston Page were the tacklers.
Yeah. So run blitz
and there's
on first down.
Yeah, now there's an injury to a Mauston player. No gain on the play.
He's looking at his left ankle.
So that puts the ball at the 35-yard line.
This next week, it's going to be Waupun visits Berlin. Wisconsin Dells goes to this Mauston team to take on the Golden Eagles. Adams Friendship will travel to Wautoma. Wautoma still in search of their first win. And you and I, we mentioned earlier, heading up there to Nakusa. We should bring our golf clubs, play a little Sand Valley action, Monmouth Dunes. And then we're going to eat, I've heard of pi r squared in math class, but we're going to eat pie, folks. There is a restaurant up there, a mom and pop shop, and they got pies stacked up, like I'm telling you, just like, O'Hare Airport, the way they stack up their aircraft with their planes for landings and takeoff. They got pies. You name the fruit, you name it, they got it. And Lynn, I don't know, last time we had like a fish fry and then we had our dessert.
Yeah.
I just might, go right for the dessert. Have dessert for dinner and then dessert for dessert.
Why not?
Okay.
2nd down, 15.
Oh my! Oh, and he catches it.
The snap went over the quarterback's head, caught by Tyler Hartgee, and he was tackled immediately by the blitzing Tigers, and another big loss.
So, what better way, if you're going to hold your position and try to do your responsibility with your lane containment and you're getting beat at it, you know what? Let's just attack instead. Yeah, we're going to gamble. Maybe we get caught out of position and we take a risk in that. But at the same time, if it makes us collectively as a defensive unit more aggressive and more attacking, maybe that's what this unit needs.
Loss of 8, 3rd and 23.
A country mile. Yeah.
So Link rolling to the left, wants to pass, throws, caught at the 30, out to the 36. But it was Declan Dudzinski who made the tackle.
Multiple flags. Let's see what we got.
Now multiple flags. The pass
holding.
Pass was caught by Hayden Gillen. Well,
now, if it's against the offense, right, and that would bring up
4th down, but I would think you decline it.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying let's see who it's on. And they're looking towards going the other way, aren't they?
Legal block on the back.
Decline,
yep. All right.
We need one of those penalties called when we need it.
I know.
And so they bring up a punt situation. Defense did their part.
They certainly did. The ball at the 35. The play itself gained 8 yards to make it 4th down and 15.
Yeah, very conservative. High percentage completion, but a conservative play when you need 23 and you're throwing out onto the flat. Hoping that maybe he could break one.
Carter Kissinger is back to receive the punt from Cody Comiskey. And let's see what we got.
He's smart here. No offsides. There you go.
Low snap, but a decent punt.
Yeah.
Fair catch by Kissinger at the 34-yard line of Ripon. And with 5 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, that is where the Tigers will begin this drive. Again, leading this game over Mauston 7-6.
I tell you, Coach Selgrad, the easy thing to do is keep going to your bell cow in Stelmacher. But play action pass on 1st and 10. Looking for Declan Dudzinski could also pay dividends.
From the 34, 1st down and 10. Hansen, Stelmacher cutting to the outside, but
lost.
They were waiting for him this time. He lost 2.
I think their last huddle, they said, oh, by the way, have you guys noticed 23 in the black uniform? Yeah, he seems to be doing quite well. Maybe we need to focus on him.
Yeah, he loses 2 to the 32-yard line, and it's going to be 2nd down and 12. Yeah, nowhere to go that time. Parker tried to...
No, the blockers were shoved back in his lap. He had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So that 2-yard loss does bring up a passing situation.
He tried to dance it to the right, but no way. All right, 2nd down, 12. Back to pass, Hansen looking downfield.
He's got him.
Declan Dudzinski, he caught it at the 40. It's a foot race to the end zone. 10-5, touchdown Tigers.
I was just off one play on that.
Oh, my.
And no flags.
Oh, my. It's a homecoming miracle. The Tigers now leading 13-6 with 4:17 remaining in the third quarter.
How many yards was that, Lynn?
He was at the 34, so that's a 66-yard touchdown. A 66-yard touchdown pass. Noah Hansen. Check that, Nathan Hansen to Declan Dudzinski. Point after touchdown kick is up, and it
hits the upright.
It hits the upright. No good. Well, regardless, it's the Tigers leading the Golden Eagles now, 13-6. What an exciting play from Nathan Hansen to hit Declan Dudzinski in stride right at the 40-yard line of Mauston, and then it was a foot race to the end zone.
And you knew Declan has the ability to get behind the coverage. And that's why I was thinking do it on 1st and 10, because everybody and their brother, the moms and dads of the Golden Eagles fans are all watching 23. And but they did it on 2nd down instead on 2nd and 12. And you involve your best athletes in crucial situations, and that's probably about as good as an example as you can put to it. Now, with the other nice thing this does, Lynn, there's a lot of football to be played, and now they are going to have that, the Mauston defense in the back of their minds, the aerial potential, the passing attack by Ripon.
Yeah.
And so does that potentially make Stellmacher's job a little more positive, in his camp? Does that give him a little bit of an edge? I think it does.
Well, Hansen will kick off once again.
But special teams first.
So for Ripon, 2 offensive possessions in the third quarter and 2 touchdowns.
Good kick to the
18-yard line. To the right side, crossing the 20. And boy, Ripon is going after these Golden Eagles players.
Hello, guys. Is the night light finally kicked on? I mean, they're feeling out, hey, you know what? This is kind of fun. Running hard, hitting hard, getting up and doing it again, repeat. They're having fun. And when you're having fun in football, good things happen.
Connor Chardukian, the sophomore, made the tackle on the return. The return is only 5 yards. And with 4:10 remaining in the third quarter, it will be Mauston football on their own 23.
Great coverage on that kickoff. They got that kid running sideways right away. And when you do that, your kickoff coverage does well.
Link pitches it off and caught in the backfield.
Oh, yeah.
What a tackle for loss.
Was that Mink
by
or
the Tigers?
I couldn't see.
I'm trying to check the number now.
I think it was 5.
Well, it was either Stellmacher or Cumber, one of those two, I thought.
I think it was Cumber. But
I think so.
Either way, hey,
loss of 4.
They hunted him down like, wow. I mean, that was a sprint. I mean that guy's not slow, and our closing on that by that defender for the Tigers was very impressive.
Loss of 4, 2nd 14. Link gets the snap, rolling to the left, under pressure. He breaks a couple of tackles.
He's not going anywhere.
But he's not going anywhere as the Tigers are all over him at the 15.
They're figuring out His bootleg, his rollout bootleg, he's always getting away like, oh, whoa, he handed it off. And now they're not falling for it. You just go for 7. You don't try to ascertain, does he still have the ball? Is he going to do something? You just go for him. And great job of forcing the issue. This defense for the Tigers, they're doing something we haven't seen really happen much this year. They are dictating the pace to the opposing offense, and they have the offense on their heels going backwards on consecutive plays. We haven't seen that a lot by this Tiger defense.
So from the 15-yard line, it's 3rd down and about 16 to go. And now we have a flag, delay of game. So we're going to add 5 more on.
That's what this does, right? Things start to snowball. You start like, hey, wait a minute. You're thinking like, okay, we got a loss. Okay, we're okay. Ooh, we got another loss. Oh, hey, what's going on out here? All of a sudden you start talking, get the play in. Hey, get the play in. And now another 5 yards. So we're back to that. It was like 3rd and 23 before. Well, now it's 3rd and 22.
This has not been a good third quarter for the Eagles. And who cares?
One-on-one.
Pass complete to the right side.
Nice.
And he tried to break a tackle, but the receiver, Cameron Walls, is brought down.
Logan Stewart, the sophomore, he did a great job of getting out on assist. It was 1-on-1 in open space, and Logan was able to get out there, and the sophomore, and get his shoulder into him, and then let his teammates finish up.
And that teammate was Carter Kissinger, who's now back to receive a 4th and 12 punt.
Momentum going your way. So,
absolutely.
Ripon's had issues with that, figuring those types of things out, on learning how to win. And so, very important here on special teams, not to beat yourself.
High snap, but the punter was able to get
away.
Off.
Just get away.
And it takes a nice Ripon bounce to the 43-yard line of Mauston, and it will be 1st and 10 Tigers right there.
That was close. We had a Ripon player going toe-to-toe with another player down there, and I don't think he had any idea when that ball bounced and went backwards that was very close to brushing up against him. Always try to figure out, and the teammates should talk, where the ball is on a punt.
All right, Tigers lead it.
They got the ball. Look at what a great job by the defense. And now they have the ball to start with inside the 45 of the visitors.
At the 43, ball at the left hash, 1st down and 10. Hansen, Stellmacher gets hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Yard.
And he probably got a yard, and that would be about it. Oh, we got some scuffling going on out there.
No, you can't be doing that. The offensive lineman for Ripon, I hope they don't call it on him. I don't care what that kid did. You get up and you don't even touch him. Let's see what they call.
Well, there was a Tiger and a Golden Eagle after each other on the ground at the 45.
How did you assess this, head referee? I think they'll call it off. Yeah, okay. But they're going to call it both ways. I knew it. And that's why the Ripon player, when he pushed back at him, you got to have self-control. Once again, that's part of the culture of learning how to win.
So they're going to let the down stay, Marty, to make it 2nd down and 9.
Yeah. So that tells you, but at the same time, it's good to see our guys get involved with that. Mauston's starting to feel a little desperate and frustrated, so you're going to see these individual battles in the trenches get a lot more intense.
I have to tell you, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's football.
Here's Cumber. He got the handoff, 40, 35. He breaks some tackles. It's a race to the end zone.
Horse collar.
And he's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's a horse collar with a flag.
And there comes the flag. Eric Cumber with a big run for Ripon.
Coach Selgrad. Once again, I talked about in this 3rd quarter what he's done. He seems to be one step ahead of the defensive play calls by the opposition. So what does he do when everybody in Fond du Lac County is watching 23? He comes out the back door with Mr. Cumber.
Down to the 2-yard line, and it's 1st and goal for the Ripon Tigers. The crowd, homecoming crowd, as Marty, you mentioned earlier, was huge. Not a lot of people have left.
No. There's not, the Matinee Downtown. It's not a real popular movie. Granted they got heat, but, it's not going to be enough to deter this, and steer away this fan base.
Eric Cumber is the deep back. Hansen awaits the snap. Has it. Cumber, right side, going to cut up the middle. Touchdown, Ripon Tigers. And listen to this crowd. Are they fired up? The third touchdown of the quarter for the Tigers, and the third Ripon player to score in this quarter. 6 seconds remain. Point after touchdown kick now coming up. It's up, and it is good. So 6 seconds remain in the third quarter. It's now the Tigers 20 and the Golden Eagles 6. What a third quarter for Ripon.
Yeah, and they're learning. They're discovering these players for Ripon. They are discovering what they're capable of doing. They didn't know it. And it's one loss after one loss after one loss, after one penalty and after another penalty, after a fumble, a miss, a snafu on a snap. Time after time, game after game, season after season, these guys are saying, wait a minute, maybe we've had enough of this. They maybe have opened up their can of spinach, right?
Winning is fun.
Winning is fun. And what it does, the enthusiasm of, especially on the defensive side of things, where you don't have to maintain as much control like an offensive player does. You can fly around and you can make an impact with your effort and your athleticism and just you wanting to hit, if you will.
Well, now we have to see if this Ripon defense can hold as they are ahead by 2 touchdowns. And this kickoff coming up now for the Tigers. Nathan Hansen on the kickoff. There's the whistle. And here he runs up to the ball. Decent kick. Taken at the 17-yard line.
Up the middle.
To the 30. Oh, boy, he broke free. Almost at midfield is Cameron Waltz. And was there a fumble on the play, or is the official saying he's down?
I think they're ruling him down because I don't see an official doing anything.
So he was down at the 49-yard line. Then the ball must have came flying out of there. But that also, Marty, ends the third quarter of play. Our score after 3, the Ripon Tigers 20 and the Golden Eagles of Mauston 6.
Well.
Tell you what, we'll take a little break here, and we'll come back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're back at Ingalls Field to start quarter number 4 of this homecoming game. Mauston's ball on their own 49, 1st and 10. Tyler Link hand the ball off. And he didn't get very far. The running back, Hayden Gillen.
What a stick by number 4 on the outside. And then I don't know who had the inside responsibility. Could have been 66.
I think Matt Riddick, yes.
And, man, it was a high-low. I got him. You take him. And it was boom. They hog-tied him and took him down to the turf for no gain.
So that makes it 2nd down and 10. The ball's at the right hash mark. Again at the Mauston 49-yard line.
Is Mauston going to start thinking going up top?
Here's a pitch to the left side.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go, and Declan Dudzinski's got him, and down goes the running back, Tyler Hartje.
The penetration 5 yards to the outside, so Tyler or whoever cannot get to the outside. Brilliant. Good effort. We weren't doing that before. The edges have not been holding, and the edges have not been attacking for Ripon. They've been trying to just hold the line, and it hasn't been working. Now they're attacking and making the running back react to the defense versus the defense reacting to the runner and hoping something good happens.
A loss of 3 to the 46, 3rd down and 13. Man in motion to the right. Link passes to him. He is caught, and down he goes at the 46-yard line. And that's the freshman, Noah Michael, making the stop.
Sat there, and he read it, and he took off way before that ball was even caught. He was zeroing in on him. What great instincts. We have not seen a Ripon Tiger defense dictate the game this season like we're seeing right now. And I don't know what they got, but if it's in a bottle, I hope they have a bunch of bottles of it.
And that play, no gain, so that brings up 4th down, 13, and Mauston is in punt formation.
So what you do here is make sure, sometimes people do trick plays out of desperation, so you make sure and keep him honest that he kicks it.
Snap's a good one. Oh,
it's going to take a weird bounce to skid away.
And it's going to be taken. Oh, and he fumbled the ball. And he muffed the ball at the 25. And just as soon as Marty said, get away, he didn't, and was unable to grab it. Now there's flags all over the field.
Yeah, it might be extra celebratory actions I'm guessing by Mauston. I don't think anything was said. I think it's probably going to be, let's see.
So it's
going to be dead ball penalty, whatever it is, regardless of who it's on.
So that's a rough mistake by the Tigers. But then with the penalty, which is 15, doesn't hurt as much because now the ball's way back to the 40, where it was going to be the 25.
They're going to call that unsportsmanlike. Just too much exuberance recovering the fumble. That's what it was.
Well, these kids are pretty excited. They're down 2 touchdowns, so I mean, I'd be excited if I got a fumble recovery too, but
it's a tough lesson to learn. But those are the things we're talking about, where you do not beat yourself. Okay. So now the lesson, this defense has been attacking. Can they continue to do so?
Tyler Link keeps it right side 40 and a couple of yards out to the 37. So we'll call it a gain of 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. 2nd down.
3. Yep.
Coming up from the bottom of the pile was Matt Riddick. Clock rolling here. 9 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. It's the Tigers 20 and the Golden Eagles 6.
It's nice to see just the how this defensive unit is evolving before our very eyes, and how they're attacking and how they're reading and how they're closing.
2nd down, 7. Here's the handoff on the inside on a counter play to Contrell Collins-Cree. Maybe a gain of 1, and that's about it. Parker Stelmacher ended up with the ball after the whistle, but anyway, it's still going to remain Mauston's ball at the 36 with a 3rd and 6 coming up. I would think, Marty, Mauston's going to be in 4-down territory on this drive.
Trailing 14 points, less than 8.5 minutes.
From the 36, 3rd down, 7.
We just might find out.
Yeah. Let's hope we do. Oh, and
make that 3rd and 10.
3rd and 12 it'll be.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a false start against Mauston.
Left side of the line again. We've seen that left side do that twice here in the second half by Mauston. And they were uncharacteristic, and that's what it does. And all of a sudden, you had the game under control. Yeah, it was only 6-0. You can look at it that way on the scoreboard. But just when you watch the game in the context, who had the momentum, who felt good about themselves the best, it had to be the visitors.
So now it's going to be 3rd down, 11. The ball at the Ripon 41. Under 8 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Link awaits the snap. Has it. Passing. Left side. Caught at the 38. Ripon players drag him out of bounds at the 35. Not enough for a first down. It's going to be 4th down and 5. The pass caught by Cameron Walls.
They need about 5 yards. I'll tell you, this defense isn't buying what they're selling with the quarterback keeper running like we saw throughout the entire first half.
4th and 5 from the 35. Ball at the left hash.
What do we see? A timeout.
Yeah.
It's a big play for them. They realize if they turn it over on downs, not get the first, they got to think their chances of coming out of here are not good with a victory, and it makes for a longer bus ride home. So take the timeout, figure out what you want to do. Now, if you're Ripon, I think, Lynn, if you're Ripon, you don't do anything different. You stay on the attack. You don't go soft and try to read and react and bend to the ball. I think you attack.
And keep everybody in front of you if they go wide, making sure they're on the inside of you. And, Ripon's brimming with confidence right now. And we want to see that continue.
They're playing aggressive football defensively. Yeah. A good defense is always aggressive. We've been seeing more of a react defense. Now we're seeing an attacking, confident defense. And we're sitting up here watching this, and we haven't seen this all year. They're attacking like sometimes you think they even know what the play is.
All right, here we go. Link fakes. Oh, it's a pass on the left sideline.
Overthrew him.
But he overthrew the receiver.
He had the play. Now, this is a team that doesn't pass that much. And that's when you're forced into, a desperate play. Maybe you don't quite have that. They had what they wanted. Like you said, they just overthrew him.
Cameron Walls, the receiver, did a double move on the defender and was able to get beyond him, but the pass was beyond the receiver. So the ball is turned over on downs to the Tigers at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
If Ripon's going to win this game tonight with 7.5 minutes left and 2-touchdown lead, this is where you show that you belong on the winning side of the scoreboard by execution.
Nathan Hansen, Stellmacher, crosses the 35 to about the 38-yard line, gain of 3, brings up 2nd and 7. And, Ripon, they want to run this clock. They have 3 timeouts. The Golden Eagles have 2.
Remember, they're a 500 ball club. They come in here tonight with a 2-2 conference record, Mauston. So it's not like you're playing the bottom of the conference at all. Ripon and Wautoma have that undesired distinction of being 0-4 in conference.
We'll call it a gain of 2 instead. 2nd down, 8. Hansen, Stellmacher, right up the middle.
There you
crosses
go.
The 40, outside. It's a foot race to the end zone. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Ripon Tigers.
My.
We told you that we knew he was going to break free, and he did.
He's got to be gassed.
Parker Stellmacher with a touchdown.
How long was that, Lynn?
Oh, let's see. He was, oh boy. Was he at the 40?
Yeah.
Boy, what a foot race. It was at least 60 yards. I wish I would have taken. Oh, no, was that the.
What happened to the Ripon player that you would be injured in the end zone after the touchdown?
I don't know.
During the touchdown run.
But anyway, it would have been from the 35 because I think that's where they were going 4th down. Remember, it was 4th and 5.
Yep.
So that's going to be a 65-yard touchdown run. That Stellmacher himself, I think he was just gassed and went down or something. I don't know.
That was Stellmacher?
Yeah.
Okay, so he wasn't it. Yeah, I think he's gassed.
I think
absolutely.
He's just gassed.
Exhausted.
Because he's run the ball lots. Did you think it was a cramp maybe?
No.
Oh, he was grabbing his hamstring, so maybe he did have a little bit of a cramp going on there. Regardless, that changes the score with 6:39 remaining in the 4th quarter. The Tigers 26 and the Eagles 6. Marty, before the game started, when we were talking in our pregame, we said, can Ripon score some points? And tonight, they did answer that call.
Yeah. As far as I know, the most points they've had all season.
And the point after touchdown kick
left
is no good. It was a little bit to the left. Regardless, the score remains. Tigers 26, Golden Eagles 6, with 6:39 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Boy, I tell you, see, and Coach Andrew Selgrad, we see him walking down right in front of us here at the 45-yard line. He's been there. He knows, he as a player and a coach, he knows what football's all about. These guys don't. Your players don't. They haven't been exposed to a winning tradition. They haven't been exposed to a winning season, and it has to be, like I said, we didn't bring you the pregame interview due to technical difficulty with our equipment tonight, but I talked to Coach, and we talked about the culture. That's his choice of words. It's not easy. It's been a rough one this year, changing the culture of the football program here at RHS.
Well, the Coach Selgrad is highly successful. Let's be clear. He won a state championship at Columbus. So he knows success.
Well, and as a player, you played at St. Mary's Springs.
Yeah.
You knew success then, too.
Yeah.
Yep. And he was an assistant, I believe, for about 8 years at Fond du Lac High School, and spent some time also at North Fond du Lac High School, and then played in Fond du Lac at St. Mary's Springs. So he must know Gillies custard pretty well, I suspect.
All right. Hansen set the kick off. And it's a good kick down the middle. Going to be taken at the 18-yard line. Out to the 25-30. Doing some dancing. Tries to get out there is the runner, Cameron Walls.
Nice tackle. Who else? Who has a nose for the ball? Oh, yeah, Eric Cumber, the junior, number 4.
And a flag is down, resting at the 41-yard line.
Now, usually that's against the return team where illegal block in the back.
I would think so.
Or holding. And so if you're a Ripon fan, illegal block. Yep. That takes him further back.
All right. So with the penalty, the ball is way back now to the 23-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10, Golden Eagles of Mauston, trailing 26-6.
Well, I'm so glad that my former teammates, at least through my sophomore year, are here tonight
to witness this one.
To witness this game.
All right. Link gets the snap. Fakes left, runs right. He's at the 25 to the outside, crossing the 30 to the 32, and
clock keeps going.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Carter Kissinger
kept him in bounds.
And Noah Michael kept him in bounds. Very important, yes. But it's a gain of 9 to the 32 to make it 2nd down and 1.
With that clock working against them, it hasn't worked out. They've done high percentage passes to the flat, overthrew on a 4th and desperation pass deep down the sideline on a fly. It's going to force them to maybe pass the ball more than they choose to.
Fakes right, goes left. Link has the first down. 35 almost broke free across the 40, and he gets out to about the 44-yard line. A nice run by their quarterback, Tyler Link.
Yeah, he's got those strong legs, getting the play call from the coach. Has the play, gets back to his 10 men in that huddle. Now with 5:39 remaining in the game, Ripon 26, Mauston 6. Remember, it was 6-0 at the half Mauston. It's been all Ripon in the entire second half.
From the 44, 1st and 10. Link passes left, caught at the 45, hit immediately. Down he goes at the 47-yard line.
Number 20 or 26, can't quite get that. 26? Travis Cumber?
Yeah, Travis Cumber, yes.
Yeah.
And he's
Sophomore.
he's been playing too on that defensive outside.
Yeah, all season too. He's been out there. Another underclassman contributing. Good open field tackle there by the underclassman.
Right. Only a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Pitches it off to the running back. He crosses midfield.
Declan Dudzinski kissed him first.
That's Tyler Hartgee. Not enough. Did he get enough for a first down? It was close.
Might have fallen forward for it. Let's see.
I didn't think he got it initially, but it does show that he has it.
Yeah, when they hit him, he didn't have it, and then he fell forward to the ground. Yeah.
To the Ripon 46.
And that's not the worst thing. The clock keeps ticking. They're making him earn every yard.
Yes, they are.
Defense says, like you said earlier in this game tonight, the defense has not given up the huge, big play.
Link goes to the left. Cuts in, 45. Hits the Ripon player hard, but the Tiger defender kept his ground, and it's a gain of about 4.
See, they got used to seeing that in the first half. Now they stay home on that, and not only stay home and don't get sucked in on the fake lateral or handoff, they attack on that.
I think that was Eric Cumber on the tackle to the 42. So that's a gain of 4. 2nd down, 6. We're at 3:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. Link gets the snap. He hands it off. Oh, a nice fake. And this running back, which is...
It's got to be Gillen.
Gets some huge yardage inside the 30 to the 25.
I got to tell you, I'm just surprised how they have not utilized Gillen tonight.
Yeah.
At all. Hardly at all in the first half. And just token times a little bit in the third. And like you said, look at the speed he brings to the table for the Golden Eagles.
So a big gainer to the 25 of Ripon, 1st and 10.
Going to be below 3 minutes after this play remaining in the fourth quarter.
Link keeps it. Oh, he's caught right there. That's Weston Page. And the quarterback will get a yard. That's about it. Weston Page got him and didn't allow any more than that.
No, it was a nice play.
So a gain of 1 to, we're going to call it the 24, just above the 24. But the clock keeps ticking, 2:30 now remaining in the fourth quarter. This crowd anticipating a huge victory. You can just feel the tenseness.
You and I are.
Yeah. Link gets it, gets the pitch, gets caught in the backfield, and down he goes at the 25. It's a loss of 2. What a job by the Tiger defenders there.
Yeah. Love it. We haven't seen a defense like this by Ripon all season.
Matthew Riddick, one of the players. There was several, but Riddick was at the bottom of that pile. Loss of 2. 3rd and 10, under 2 minutes now, actually 1:45.
After the Stellmacher, after they had that drive and finished it off and made the extra point, went up 7-6, it was the ensuing defensive effort after that where they took off, the Ripon defense.
Back to pass, heading to the left side. He's open down there, but
intercepted.
It's intercepted, yes. What a defensive play by the Tigers.
Dudzinski, Declan, the safety, the high safety, I think it was a cover too, rolls over the top. And even though the corner was beat by a stride and a half, Dudzinski goes over and reads it, and it was a jump ball. And with his athleticism and grit, comes down with it when it was a fist fight for the ball. That pretty much should do it. I mean, just in terms of the clock and everything, it would have to be quite a turn of events for this thing to end up differently.
I think the receiver for
is off on the
Mauston,
sidelines.
On the sidelines, I think he got the air knocked out of him because he went up high in the air.
Yeah, they're looking at that left foot. that left leg.
Oh yeah, looks like they are now.
Is it a cramp? Cramps can be painful. Who knows?
Yeah.
Let's just we'll just sit here tight. So I was talking about where we go next week, and that's going to be in Nakusa, taking on the Papermakers. We'll finish up our season then with Wautoma 2 weeks from tonight. Regular season with Wautoma, who's in search of their first win, and they're playing tonight. Wautoma is at Waupun, so you would expect Waupun to take care of business and keep Wautoma winless. But it's high school football Friday night under the lights, and just like this game, if you're asking people around the conference who was going to win this contest tonight.
87 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. Hansen, this is Cumber with it. He's going to dance his way out to about the 5 before he goes down. So Ripon with a little breathing room. Gain of 3, second down 7.
Clock continues to tick.
Wonder if Mauston will use any of their 2 remaining timeouts.
It's not going to do anything. It's just going to, right?
Yeah.
If it's one thing, if you're down by 1 score, quite another to be down multiple scores with a minute left in the game.
Yeah, down 20 points, basically 3 touchdowns.
Blitz.
Cumber up the middle, has some room, crosses the 10-yard line to the 12.
Doing what he can to do his Stellmacher imitation.
And I think that will there'll be one more play run.
And that was the blitz on the right side, and that play was designed to go up and break off the B gap on the right side. A gap, actually. So that worked out well there for Ripon. Cumber running with a nice lean, by the way, too. Quick feet and then finishes his runs. I like that.
3rd down and 1. Probably victory formation, I would think.
And we're going to see Ripon's first win this season.
Yes.
And I have to think about when they had their last win, period.
All right, Hansen gets the snap. Cumber cuts to the outside. 15, 20, and down he goes, and that's the game.
Wow.
The Ripon Tigers are victorious tonight. Homecoming victory. 26-6 over the Mauston Golden Eagles.
They trailed 6-0 at the half. They shut out that offense entirely in the second half and put 26 points of their own on the board in that second half. And what a these kids are dancing. They don't need music.
Yes.
Oh my! It's going to be a long bus ride to Mauston. It generally is anyway. This just makes it longer for those Golden Eagles. And congratulations to Coach Andrew Selgrad, his coaching staff, and certainly to those players. And maybe they've discovered something within themselves, the players, about what it takes to win, and enthusiasm and all that kind of stuff. And it's just great to see. Homecoming. Could you have predicted anything better than this? To beat a team that had 2 wins in conference and to do it on homecoming before really a huge crowd tonight.
You couldn't have scripted it any better, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So it is a victory. And next week, Marty and I travel to Nakusa to play the Papermakers. But meanwhile, it's celebration time at Ripon tonight with their homecoming victory. And our final score, the Ripon Tigers 26 and the Mauston Golden Eagles 6 for the Tigers' first victory of the 2024 season. They go to 1-6 overall, and Mauston goes to 2-5 overall. So that's our broadcast tonight. We thank you for joining us here.
Patrick behind the camera. Yeah. Jonathan doing all the button pushing, engineering down there at the other end. Yeah, good job, guys.
We thank you for joining us on the Ripon channel here tonight. It is appreciated, and it's always great to get a victory. That just makes everything more fun. So the Tigers win it. Again, final score, Ripon 26, Golden Eagles of Mauston 6. For Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause. Thank you for watching and listening. You have been watching Ripon Tigers football on the Ripon Channel.